Grand B.Tech Admission Far 2022. The Directorate of Admissions and Academic Outreach at Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham proudly presents before you the Grand B.Tech Admission Far 2022. This fair is a 6-day series that will equip higher secondary students with all the information about Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. We will be clarifying each student's career-related queries and doubts. Today, we will discuss about placement. Placement is a determination of the job to which an accepted candidate is to be assigned and his assignment to that job. Every student aims to get placed in their dream company after completing their undergraduation. Amrita gives all their students an equal platform while in campus placement. A well-placed student career will increase multifold as they grow. A campus placement will give opportunity to get placed in one of the world's most advanced companies. Today, we will get to know more about Amrita's placement from our speaker, Mr. Sudhir, who currently serves as the Head Career Counsellor in Directorate of Admissions and Academic Outreach at Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Coimbatore. He has more than 5 years of work experience in higher education, CSR, NGOs, and he got a handful of experience in career guidance sessions and handling counseling team, training, and development. He is also an IIT Madras alumni. He is also explaining about electrical and computer engineering and computer science engineering, which we are offering at Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. Before getting into the session, students, if you have any queries related to this topic, you can just type it in our chat box. We will discuss it at the end of the session. Without further ado, I would like to welcome Mr. Sudhir to deliver this session. Over to you, Sudhir.
Thank you. Thank you, Parvati, for that wonderful session. So let me just share my screen so that all of you students can just go through the things which I am explaining. So good evening to all. I know all of you are very busy with your schedules. Some of you are just completed JEE exam and waiting for those results eagerly, and you have written AEEE phase 1, you have received your scores. You might be wondering what branch I will be getting, what seat I will be getting. I will answer all your queries. Don't worry about it. So by the end of this session, you will have all the necessary information. Please keep on posting your questions in the chat box. So if you students, you don't know how to use the chat box, there is a live chat option below the screen which you are viewing this video. There is a live chat option, so you can use the chat option to just post your queries in the chat box. Keep on posting your queries. I'll answer as many questions you are asking by the end of the session. One important thing which I want to tell you students before going into the sessions: we have not appointed any third-party clients. Today, some of you might be receiving, please pay 25K, 80K, 50K to get a seat reserved for you. Please do not do it. So don't get deceived by them. Do not encourage them. Our fee payment will be completely through the admission portal which you are currently using. We won't ask you to deposit any money in any bank account. Please understand that. Okay, please don't get deceived. We have not appointed any agents. If you listen to some people who tells you, I can give you a seat, I can reserve a seat for you, don't get deceived by them. Please make this a note. Inform your parents also, because sometimes your parents are in an eagerness to give you a better life, give you a better future. They might pay and they will be thinking, I'll pay and secure a seat for my son or daughter. Please don't encourage this. Any student or parent who are listening to this, so do not get into this people trap. We have not appointed any agents. Okay, let's get back to today's topic. Today we are discussing about placements in Amrita. I know people usually, the first and foremost priority whenever a student is choosing a college, it will be entirely based on the placement statistics. Okay, 100% first thing every student will be checking: how much placements this college is giving me, how good the placements are, what kind of salaries I can expect once I have completed my UG. So all these, the doubts or all these queries you might be having, I will be just taking you through what is the exact placement process in Amrita, because Amrita being one of the topmost institutes in the country, so we give the best exposure to the students. As you have heard, from all the previous people who have attended this session, who have attended this session and shared about value-based education, shared about our curriculum, shared about our extracurricular and co-curricular activities, and shared about what are our industry collaborations and all. Today, the final thing which you are very much keen to know, what kind of placements you'll be getting. Is it an IT company? Is it a core company? And what is the procedure to get placed once you join Amrita? Amrita's placements have always been excellent, because not only in engineering, because we offer almost 205 plus courses today. You are interested in engineering, you can pursue engineering. We have arts, we have medicine, we have management. So for every course today, we offer them a platform. Some of them even have more than one job offer. That kind of placements statistics we have. Okay, coming to the engineering. So some of the key aspects you need to know is, as an engineering students, once you join Amrita, in third year, we will be giving you an option to work on winter internship or summer internship, where you will go and work in the company and solve their problem which they are currently facing with the knowledge which you have learned in these 3 years. And sometimes these companies will be looking at your work, they can give you a pre-placement offer. What is this pre-placement offer is, we have a lot of students, almost around in each campus there will be around 250 to 300 students. They will be getting this pre-placement offer. What it exactly is, we went and worked in a company. So once you have done this internship, I hope all of you understand what is meant by internship. In the end of third year, or in the break, during break in the third year, so you will be given an option to work in a company. This internship is treated as a credit also. You need to mandatorily do an internship. So through this internship, these are all paid internship you will be getting. Some people are getting 80,000 also for these internships which they are doing per monthly. And once you did these internships, the companies will like your work. They will so come back after completing 4 years, come back to us. We will be giving you work. So those kind of offers are also there in Amrita, which you need to understand. Okay, our main objective is to give more quality placements, and we have a base structure also. We won't allow each and every company to come and hire students. We have a standard. I have a base salary, we have an average salary, we have some highest salary. So based on this criteria only, we will allow people to come and hire our students. Main thing is, our whole placement process will have be revolving around this enhancing industry and student collaborations, or enhancing this interaction more. Why? Because even as a student who is getting lot of academics here, or you are learning lot of things theoretically here, you should understand what exactly the corporates, what exactly the industries problems in current day, how you can solve with the knowledge you have. Likewise, the people from Intel, IBM, these people usually come to our campus. These are just an example, I have told the company names. So usually the delegates from industry, they will be coming, visiting us frequently, have an interaction with our students, help them understand what exactly is happening in their country. Because as a person who is going to enter into these industries, you should know what research is happening in these industries, so that you can align all your work, align all your training towards that goal. So usually these industry interactions in these various ways, because it's integrated in our curriculum. You see, from second year onwards, how we will be doing it. From second year onwards, preparation for placement begins. Either we will be making you to understand this aptitude, or making you to learn coding, making you to learn soft skills, which are very much essential these days, because without soft skills we can't survive in a corporate world these days. Okay. And alumni network, we have huge alumni network. We invite our alumni, all are devotees of Mama. So they come, they interact with our students, they share their work experience, they share their knowledge which they have gained by working in various parts of the world. We have a very huge alumni network. I think some of you are attending our alumni series also, which is happening currently and all. And we get feedback, frequent feedback from the employers. Like suppose some of our students got placed in Intel, we go to them, we ask how are our students, how they are performing. So what you see, we can improve more. So these kind of feedbacks also we will obtain from these companies and all. We try to continuously evolve or make changes in our curriculum, make changes in our methodology to train students so that they are completely aligned towards the current needs and demands. That is vital today. Okay, if you, whatever you are learning, if it's not useful once you come out of the college, what the use of it? That's why, as a college, as a premier institute in the country, our main emphasis is to build you or give you the platform once you go out to grow well or to have a bright future or have a bright career. So that's what we try to do. Okay, so main thing is we will be having a rapport with a lot of these companies. Suppose some students say, I'm very keen on learning on particular technology, we will try to connect with you, that company, help you learn that, help you get some certification which is happening in the company. Those kind of opportunities are there in Amrita. To give you a basic highlights, what actually happening in Amrita is, every year the students from all over the campus, you might be confused, if I join only Coimbatore campus, I will be getting this getting these facilities and all, or if I join Amritapuri campus only, I'll be getting these facilities. It's no, our placement process is completely centralized. How it is so you will be given a preliminary test to qualify. Suppose let's say a company like Intel is coming to Amrita. So what they will be doing is, they will be conducting a preliminary test all over the campuses. Like they will be having a CGPA criteria. Of course, CGPA is important just to write an exam. But once you have written this exam, once you have qualified the preliminary test, they will have another round. Then afterwards, the final interview of all the campuses will happen in Coimbatore. People will be thinking, will I get the same opportunity as a person studying in Coimbatore, person studying in Chennai, person studying in Amritapuri and all? So all of you have an equal advantage. Our placements for these campuses are completely centralized. All the final interviews will be happening in Coimbatore. So what will be the average salary? A lot of people today will be asking what's the highest salary and all, but you should understand that average salary is around 5.8 lakhs per annum, and highest stipend is also there, it's 80,000 and all. So we have a very good placement progressive structure. Why? Because apart from this academic skills which you are learning today, you should have an understanding about soft skills, critical thinking, problem solving, communication skills and all. Why? Because without these skills today, you can't survive in the corporate world. You see, right now you are there in a comfortable zone because you live in your neighborhood, all your school friends are from your neighborhood. But once you enter UG world in the sense, once you come to our college, there will be students from all over the country. You should be adapting with them, you should be interacting with them, work together as a team. So okay, so it's a very good atmosphere, very good learning learning opportunities are there available here. So this is a basic crisp explanation of about our placements, and I hope you got a gist of all the USPs which we have talked about in the past 5 days, like regarding our ranking, regarding our curriculum, regarding our value-based education, regarding our extracurricular and co-curricular activities, regarding our placements. So these things, these 6 USPs which we talked about in the past 6 days, makes our institution a unique one and one of the best in the country. So as you can see, why you need to look at these USPs when you once you are joining, because not all universities in the country can provide you this kind of platform or this kind of holistic approach, which you need to understand. Because you can get something, some good course, good branch from some other colleges, but even though any branch you take, the exposure, the atmosphere, the opportunities are plenty in Amrita. So that's why we are the fifth best university in the country. Okay, so then let's get back to the topic which you all will be waiting about. Like I want to know more about the engineering branches that are available today. So I'll be discussing about two branches which are the last branches which I'm discussing, and by today we will be ending this admission fair, and from tomorrow onwards, I think third, we will be having a physical education fair which you can attend it in Tirchi. So if you students are interested, you can go to the link which is shown in the before video and all. So let's discuss about this electrical and computer engineering. What, or we will first discuss about computer science engineering, because a lot of people are very much eager to know what is computer science engineering. But some of you are so smart, like you already know what is computer science engineering. It's one of the hottest and trending careers today. So everybody is talking about, I want only computer science branch. So if please tell me, will I get a computer science branch with my percentile? Please tell me if I get artificial intelligence with my rank. So all these questions I can see already in the chat box and all. What you usually do as a computer science engineer? There are a lot of things you can do as a computer science engineer. First thing is, you should have the passion to work with computers, digital devices and all. It's not an ideal option if you're not having mathematical and analytical knowledge and a knack for programming. Programming is pretty much required if you are really interested in computer science. It's not just like if you just take theoretically, if you study some fundamentals in computer science, that won't help you. Okay, so if you are really interested in computer science, I suggest you get full idea about at least one programming language. That can help you a lot. So what usually you can do with this computer science is, you can work as a programmer, you can work as a software designer, web designer, a lot of things you can do in this digital era. And not only these computer science engineers can work in this IT field, they can work in a lot more sectors also. There are lots of applications are there today. So what exactly it is, a computer science engineering means, it's a study of how to operate and function a hardware. What exactly it is, of study and operate and function of hardware. So to a hardware, a machine needs to run it needs to be hard coded or soft coded. I don't know how many people know about hard coding and soft coding. So that these two are different. And the software is required, algorithms is required, a website, how to collect the database. So these kind of things, or you design and develop applications like the computer apps, or design an electronic instrument. Or you want to completely work on different trending technologies like artificial intelligence, network security, data systems, machine learning, programming, and human computation interaction. A lot of things are there for computer science engineering to do. So in simple terms, I can say you will be the person who will be studying computer systems and how they operate and function, and how you will be manipulating the hardware, software using the programming knowledge which you have. Okay, what exactly is a software developer? People will be, whenever I used to go to schools to interact with school students, they usually say, I want to become a software engineer. Do they actually know what a software engineer does? So that's my question. I don't know how many of you know what a software engineer does. Is it's in this digital age, a software engineer can be working on various things. It's not only like how many people did the research. Software engineers come up with designing apps, that's one role. Or they can design image processing apps, or they can design game playing apps, or they can design database management. So a lot of applications are there. But as a computer science software developer, you can get into testing also. Today a lot of testing is becoming automation. I don't know how many people know testing jobs right now are there. Like I'll give an example. As a game coding person, you can test a game by just playing it, or by just running a code, also by just running their code, just to find out any bugs are there. So that kind of testing roles are there. You can just rectify it, because to develop a game, there are thousands of code lines are required. So to do again check that, we can't find our own mistakes. Suppose I did a game coding, I wrote thousands of lines, I am unable to find where the bug is. Actually, it's been a headache. So what I will be doing is, I will be giving it to a tester guy. So what they will be doing is, they will test, they will run it in their own perspective, they will find out what kind of errors are there and how to rectify it. Okay, so those kind of roles are there. And the second role is database administrator. It's huge. The role of this person in today's scenario is huge, because these people can come up with new business ideas, these people can come up with new security plans, these people can configure the performance. So a lot of opportunities are there for people who are working as a database administrators and all. Okay, so your job responsibility is to keep organizing this database and ensure it is safe, it's protected from this hacking and online thefts and all. So this kind of role is there for database administrator. And or you can develop the database, you can manipulate it, you can hinder any problems that are coming. And also database administrator roles is immense in today's scenario, because how huge data is flowing through all the smartphone devices we are using, through all the mobile phones which we are using and all. Okay. And the next role is system analyst. As a system analyst, what is the main role is, you will be analyzing the information systems that are installed. What it is, like I'll give you an example. Today you see in market, what is a stock exchange, it's not a market actually, in a stock exchange you see a big board running this analysis. So this is going up, the graph is going up, the graph is going down. So how it is taking the data in real time, how it is analyzing it, how it is predicting it, how it is evaluating it. As a system analyst, you can be the person who make that happen. So your main role is to administer the process, whole process. First, you need to understand end-to-end process, what data points you need to consider, or what data points need to be considered for output, what data points need to be considered for input. So all these things you'll be learning through this system analyst role and all. The next part is hardware engineers. So these people perform various roles. Actually, they can create an preliminary blueprints, or they can develop hardware, they can develop tangible important parts, operation of computer system. Because who develops the parts in our CPU, who makes them efficient? The computer science engineers only. So they can come up with new hardware equipment which can be used in computing, which can be used in controlling, which can be used in sensors. So these people, hardware engineers, are also coming up in computer science sector and all. So you can become a scientist also, you can have a good research role, you can work on good technological innovations, solve intricate problems related to various disciplines. Because today computer science is having more applications in various sectors. As I told you, today as a computer science guy, you can work in healthcare, you can work in design like fashion technology, or also you can work as a computer science engineer, because you need to develop the app. So you see, we see Adobe Photoshop, which is used by photographers to edit the pictures. Who developed this Adobe Photoshop, or who works in that company, Adobe company, is computer science engineers, because they maintain that platform. They will be having a knack of how modifying a particular value will be modifying the images. So as a computer science engineer, you will be part of that also. Likewise in games, like lot of applications are there. What kind of skill set is very much essential for a computer science engineer today is, you should be having good analytical skills. Analytical skills in the sense, you should think in a logical way. Logical way in the, means you can't give space to emotions. Today, you see, I'll give a small example. ISRO scientists won't delay a rocket launch just based on this social stigmas, like today is a Tuesday, it's not a good day. Today I saw a black cat, that's why I won't launch the rocket. They won't look at it. They will look at climate, environment. Based on that, they will launch the rocket. Okay, so you need to understand, as a person who is embracing the technology, you should give preference to this technology while making decisions. Likewise, good analytical skills can help you, and creativity. Today, if you are not thinking out of the box, you will be lagging behind. That's pretty much straightforward. Every time you should have your mindset to be thinking out of the box. How can I solve this problem differently? And the third one is problem solving skills. Today, every app, every innovation we see today is solving a problem. Uber is solving my travel problems. Zomato is solving my food problems. Or you can take any innovation, any app, any instrument which we are using today is solving a problem. And critical thinking skills. Going forward, you should know what is good for you, what is bad for you. If I make this decision, what are the consequences I will be having? So all this information you should have, and good leadership skills. Without leadership skills, you can't grow yourself in a particular career. As a leader, how you can lead your team is very much important. You see, I don't want to give the in-depth examples. So in 2010, if you see the Forbes 500 list, there are huge companies list is there. But if you see the Forbes 2022 list, only one company will remain from 2010 to 2022. Okay, so all the companies are displaced now. all the companies which are there in Forbes 500. So I don't know how many people know what is Forbes 500. These are the top companies list. They will be giving a ranking. So if you say take the top 10 list in 2010, if you take the top 22 list in 2022, only one company will be saying what happened to the other companies. So it's entirely dependent on the leaders they have. Today's leaders should be having a digital, innovative, design, analytical, creative mindset. Then only it's easy to grow yourself. Okay, so these are the required skill set which I want to tell you as a computer science students. And what other skills? As I told you, analytical skills, analyzing the problem correctly, come up with a solution, because computer science majorly involves finding out and coming up with a solution to address it. This is the first skill. And problem solving skills is because as a person in computer science, you should solve a problem. Every time there will be a problem in the code, every time there will be a problem in some hardware. So all IT companies will be addressing you or asking you to come up with a solution for that. So systematically, strategically, you should give them solutions. You will be working on projects which have different demands, different requirements, and also you need to be execute all these things. So based on problem solving skills only you can do that. And creativity. So creativity is a very important skill for computer science people, because you don't know what kind of task you will be given to. So sometimes the task which was in front of you requires a lot of effort, but you need to find out a way you can solve it with less effort. And you should come up with innovative and effective solutions. That's why creativity is pretty much important. And critical thinking, as I told you, as a person, as a programmer, you should be using variety of methodologies to develop projects. We should be using various methodologies to solve a problem. So you should think critically. So is this the right solution? Can I go for this approach instead of wasting just time? So, or instead of failing. So you should be having this critical thinking skills, so that you can save a lot of time. And resilience. As a programmer who is going to solve the problem, you can't do it in your first attempt. There are lots of errors. It's a trial and error method. If you found a program in a program, and if you run it, there will be a lot of bugs. You will be rectifying it one by one. You need to rectify it and all. So it requires a lot of resilience, because you should be able to take all the failures which you are going to get and all. So what kind of other specializations as a computer science engineer you can get into is, you can get into Internet of Things, you can get into data analytics, you can get into computer and network security, you can get into mobile and computing, you can get into human computer interaction and software engineering, bioinformatics. It's a very huge branch now, bioinformatics, and information management and data analytics, and artificial intelligence. You can take these specializations along with computer science also. There are a lot of colleges that offers computer science, data analytics, computer science, bioinformatics, computer science, AI. In Amrita, we are offering computer science, artificial intelligence, and computer science, cyber security. These are the two big things which we have identified will have more value and all. Okay. Usually people will be thinking, is computer science engineering is the right for you, or it's the other way around. They will be thinking only computer science I can go and study. But here are a few pointers I will tell you to evaluate yourself. Computer science is for technophiles, like means if you are not one, choose any other stream. Technophiles means there will be heavy usage of technology, and you should be having into this. You should be the person who helps the masses. That means you will be able to come up with a solution that can help a lot of people. Okay, that should be the way. And you should be having good analytical and logical reasoning. So that is important, and complex algorithms are required. To have that, you should be having good mathematical knowledge. Okay, then only you can do. People will be thinking programming is just a words. If I learn programming is correlated with the mathematics. You can't develop algorithms, you can't have logical reasoning without, and you should be more creative enough. Okay, it's not an easy branch to pursue, and not everybody can have success. It's entirely dependent on your skills, on your passion, and on your learning methodology, and on your ideation to solve, on your ideation to come up with innovative solutions and all. So as a person who is interested in computer science, you should be straight away to convince yourself, your parents, very much dedicated to get into it. I want to learn a programming language. So start learning a programming language now itself. Otherwise, it will be uphill for you, or you'll face a lot of difficulties if you are unable to learn a programming language as a computer science engineer. It's mandatory, and it's a requirement for people who are getting into that. Today a lot of computer science people will be getting in placed in IT companies. I know there's a here which I'm sharing. All of you know about these companies like Microsoft, Yahoo, Facebook, Google. So all these companies you might have heard in your life, or you might have heard it during your internet browsing things, and also it's very good if you know. But as a person who is getting into computer science, I will only suggest one thing: it's not an easy branch. It's a very much hard, and not every person who is joining computer science will have a good life. I am telling you again, it's entirely based on the knowledge, it's entirely based on the skills we are learning. And these people go to other branches also. As you can see, they can get into business finance companies and all. So let's look at other branch which is available today: electrical computer engineering. What this branch is about, you might be asking. So there are a lot of people who knows about electronics and communication engineering, but what is the difference between this electrical and computer engineering? It's a very good program that is designed in our curriculum, where you will be learning more about computers. You will be learn about more electrical systems. So these students usually will be having an opportunity to get placed in more computer oriented companies and electrical oriented companies and all. There is huge demand for people in this progression and all. So why? Because you will be learning about software development as a computer based curriculum. CSE curriculum is there, and electrical based curriculum is there. Electrical based means you will be learning about machinery, how these work, semiconductor devices and all. I have told you people before also. Semiconductor technology is huge. People think a lot of say over this Google, a lot of say over this Samsung, because these people are the ones who gives the most important ingredient in developing the smartphone or manufacturing the smartphone. Those are called chips. So who manufactures these chips, or the material for these chips, are the semiconductor devices. As an electrical and computer engineer, you will be placed in those companies where you will be able to work on this semiconductor devices and all. But main thing is, electrical and engineering graduates should demonstrate more tech competence today, and more come up with more software solutions, and should have biased opinion also, and you should demonstrate sensitivity to topics also. Main thing I want students is apply more knowledge of mathematics, science, engineering, fundamental, engineering. These are which we get from program problem, like you can identify problem there. You can formulate the solution, develop, and you can conduct investigation of complex problems that are there. Modern tools, which you can work on modern tools that are available today, and which I'm sharing with you. And main thing is, you can work on the sustainable resources that is there, because today we don't know how much fast we are consuming all our natural resources which we are having. That means crude oil, petroleum, and also we need to have an idea to make use of the renewable energy resources we are having at our disposal, like the solar, like the wind, like the hydro. So people are like electrical and computer engineers, engineering background, they can come with solution. Is one of a kind innovation. Likewise, hydro. So who develops these things? And main thing is, we should be having a lifelong learning. We should recognize, so what kind of preparation, ability, or engagement independent lifelong learning. So today you learn something, it's not sufficient, because we live in a volatile world. So as you can see, so you can use this technology which I'm talking about. So the new technologies will be coming up. It will be displacing. We used a first landline mobile, then cordless mobile, then a small mobile phone, then to a smartphone. Now we are completely moving to smartwatch answering also. So we don't know what kind of innovation can be displacing the current usage and all. You should have an idea about what will be happening in the coming future and all. You should be continually updating yourself. You should be continuously able to learn something new. So everything which you are learned today, you should not stop there. You should not say to yourself, it's enough. It's enough. I have learned everything. You should be continuously updating yourself, updating your skills, updating the theories which you have learned, updating the academics which you are having. So that is what important today. As a person who is coming into these branches, you will be dealing with lot of things. You will be dealing with internet of things. You will be dealing with artificial intelligence, machine learning. People doesn't know. People doesn't even know there is a branch like this which can help you a lot and all. You can learn about deep learning, data science, cyber system and network security, cloud computing, advanced computing technologies and all. There's a huge scope for these people. They can work in AR and VR and all, computer vision and all, soft computing and all, software development and all, web design and application development, future generation of telecom networks you can work in. Huge scope for these people that is there currently. What kind of companies you can get placed is, you can get placed in Google, Microsoft, Oracle, IBM, CTS, Cisco, Intel, Samsung, Honeywell. A lot of good companies, IT companies or computer science companies you can get placed into. So where these branches are offered, actually computer science in engineering is offered in all the four branches: Chennai, Coimbatore, Amritapuri, and Bangalore. In these four campuses, you can avail computer science. But electrical and computer engineering is only offered in Coimbatore and Amritapuri. If you are really interested in pursuing electrical and computer in these two campuses only, it is available. As yesterday's our dean told, Amaravati campus is also coming. I think computer science engineering will be available in Amaravati campus also. So what is the fee structure? So for computer science engineering, if you want to pursue computer science and engineering in Chennai, the minimum fees is 1 lakh and the highest fees is 3.5 lakh. How it will be varying from 1 lakh to 3.5 lakh is entirely based on the rank which you will be achieving in AEEE. I'll be giving you more explanation. I think a lot of students already posted some questions regarding a percentile, rank and all. I am seeing all these questions. I'll be answering all your questions at the end of the session. Don't worry. Please wait patiently. Once after this session is completed, I'll be completing all the or giving you, sharing you all the required information and all. And Coimbatore, you see the minimum fee for computer science engineering is 1,25,000 and the highest fees is 4,50,000. So it is entirely based on your AEEE rank, what fee we will be getting and all. And in Amritapuri, if you want to join computer science engineering, the minimum fee is 1,25,000, but the highest fees is 4,25,000. In Bangalore also, it's similar fee compared to Amritapuri. So Chennai is having a bit of lower fee. So it's 1 lakh to 3.5 lakhs, but Coimbatore, Amritapuri and Bangalore is having a highest fees of 4.5 and 4.25 respectively. Okay, these are the fee structures. But for electrical and computer engineering, so you see in Amritapuri, 1 lakh is the lowest fee and 3 lakh is the highest fee. Coimbatore, you see 1,25,000 is the lowest fee, 4 lakh is the highest fee. Okay, so you need to understand, if you're really interested in Amrita, write the exam well and get good grades, get good percentile, get good rank. Based on that, this fee will be varying. I'll give you an example also how it will be happening. Okay, so let's get to the guidelines. I think this is the one thing which all of you are waiting for. So when it will be, what is the process to just go further and all. So a lot of you are mailing also in this regard, what will be happening to me and all. So students, I think at least you got an idea about what is the exact thing which you need to do if you're pursuing these courses, and what kind of placement opportunities you will be getting once you join Amrita and all. And I will be sharing an important information regarding phase 2. And before that, please start posting your questions. I'll be reading once I share these guidelines. The first thing which I want to share you is, if you have booked a slot and if you have wrote the exam, if you have written the exam, and if you have booked the slot, or if you book the slot but you are absent for the exam, you people need to pay 600 rupees in application portal. It's currently active in the portal. Log into the application portal, you can pay 600 and register for phase 2. But a student who is fresh, not even applied so far, or who didn't attend phase 2, automatically you will be eligible for phase 2. Okay, so this is the thing which you need to understand. So you will be wondering, what is this percentile score? It's released on 29th. So I received so much percentile. I received 98, I received 96. Will be asking me. So first thing, if you want to improve your score, now go and apply using AOIP portal and write phase 2. First thing, you register. Then I will be answering you one more important thing. You will be asking a lot of questions regarding what branch I will be getting for this phase 1 percentile. We can't tell that. Why? Because Amrita's seat allotment is entirely based on the rank. That rank list will be released only after phase 2 is completed. How this rank is given? This rank is given based on your phase 1 score and or based on your phase 2 score. So first scenario is you have written phase 1, you got 98 percentile, you don't want to write the exam, fine. But second scenario, you got 50 percentile only, you want to write the exam and you got 95 in the second time. You wrote 2 times, first phase is 50, second phase is 90. And third scenario is like a student who wrote only phase 2. So if you have written only one phase, that mark will be considered for ranking. If you have written both the phases, your best score, best percentile will be considered for ranking. Okay, so that is your way forward. So after rank only we can say it is a better rank, good rank or bad rank. Based on percentile we can't say. Why? Because today you got 60 percentile, but your friend also got 70 percentile. He is applying for phase 2 and writing the exam again. Once he writes, his percentile improves to 90. Now before you are there in above 60, now you will be going way more behind. Okay, so because other friends, one of your friends writing that exam again and improving their marks. Okay, that will be the way. Even if you wrote in phase 2, today you got 98 percentile in phase 1, but if you wrote phase 2, you got 80 only, but we will be considering your highest only. So people will be having this doubt also. I got 96 percentile. If I write phase 2 again, so and I got less percentile, what will happen? We will be considering your best percentile achieved in both the phases. So don't worry. So as a person who has written phase 1, got their percentile, go to application portal. You can see the payment link activated now for phase 2. Click on it. Application portal, I hope all of you know how you have received this percentile. The same portal, the link is activated now. You can just go and pay the remaining fee and register yourself for phase 2, which is happening on July 29th to July 31st. Main thing I want to tell you students, don't call and again ask, I can't book the slot for the exam. Slot booking will be only starting on July 26th. July 26th only, same exact portal, the link will be activated. Okay, the link for this slot booking will be activated in the same portal on July 26th, and all exam will be on July 29th. I hope I have cleared pretty much everything which I was supposed to share regarding electrical engineering, regarding electrical and computer engineering, regarding computer science engineering, and what are the placements that are available today. And let me go through some questions today. So some of you students have posted like, sir, is it possible to publish last year rank and branch allotment? No, it is not possible, Anirudh. We won't publish last year ranking and branch allotment. So Aditya Vardhan, if I already registered how to open student dashboard, we were unable to open. So you students, it's there in your application portal. You just go to your application portal. You can see there is a dashboard. You can apply from there. Can we get marks also? No, Nanda, we can't get marks for phase 1. Only percentile will be allowed. Hope the fee structure is constant throughout the course. The fee structure, if you a good question, Aditya Vardhan, you have asked. So the fee structure today, you have received 1 lakh per year. That fee structure is allotted to you. To continue in that fee structure, you need to maintain a particular CGPA. If you are not maintaining that, your fee structure will be changing. Okay, so that I can tell you. So you need to maintain a CGPA to continue in the fee structure that is allotted to you. So Mallikarjun, I think I have answered to your question. Allotment of seat will happen only after phase 2. Students who are asking this question, please stop, because allotment, we are not allotting any seat to any student as of now. Seat allotment will only start only after August 8th, after phase 2 is completed and rank is announced. Today we have announced only percentile. Okay, how will SAT based admission work? Srinidhi, I think yes, through SAT. There are some seats reserved through SAT. I think 3% seats are reserved through SAT. So students who are applying through SAT will have an added advantage also. We will consider through SAT you are getting your desired branch or not. And so there is no percentile requirement for a triple E and all. So I got 69% in a triple E phase 1 Bargav, and I'm not writing phase 2 due to some reasons. Will I get CSC for above percentile I got? We can't predict Bargav, because you don't know if you are writing, if you are not writing phase 2. Your friend who already got 69 percentile, he will write the exam again and he will score more, and he will get the CSC branch which you are aiming for. Okay. So sir, will you consider CBSE results, Neha? So we will consider your +2 marks only for eligibility. In ranking process we won't consider. Okay. We booked phase 1 but willingness not submitted, but as per student portal need to pay 600 rupees. Please clarify. I didn't understand, Aditya, your question. We booked phase 1. That means you wrote phase 1 or you didn't write phase 1. But willingness not submitted, I didn't understand. For willingness for phase 2 is not required, because today whoever is applied for phase 2 are eligible to write the exam. We won't ask your willingness again. Okay. And Sneha Sarkar, can we get a scholarship on ex-servicemen? No, there is no scholarship on ex-servicemen. Okay. Students, I'll be giving you one more clarity, because Aditya asked this question. If you have booked this exam slot, and if you have booked the slot, you wrote the exam or you are absent for the exam, you need to pay 600. That is clear. If you have submitted willingness but didn't book the exam slot, for those students no need to pay anything. They can straight away register for AEEE phase 2. Okay. And Bhargav is asking, I got 69 percentile in AEEE phase 1 and I am not writing phase 2 due to some reasons. Will I get? Bhargav, I have told you, I have answered this. Seat allotment is not based on percentile. I'm telling you again, Bhargav, seat allotment is not based on percentile. Seat allotment is entirely based on the rank, which we will announce after August 8th, after both the phases are completed. I hope everybody can understand this, because all of you are smart kids. Seat allotment or seat prediction is not possible based on your percentile. We will be giving you rank based on the best percentile you got either in phase 1 or either in phase 2 or both the phases if you have written. Based on that, we will announce a ranking. Based on that only, which branch, which campus you will be getting will be decided. I hope everybody who is present in this session is clear. Are there any more questions? You keep posting it. Post it. I applied for phase 1 but exam not written. Applied in the sense, Aditya, have you booked the slot? That is important. If you have booked the slot, that means you need to pay 600. So applied means it's different. Applying and slot booking is different. Okay, so you have applied, that's fine, but you haven't booked the slot for the phase 1 exam, means no need to pay anything extra. So if you have booked the slot, that means you need to pay 600 to write phase 2. Slot was not booked, then that is fine, it's free. You can write, you can register yourself, that link, you are automatically you are eligible for phase 2, no need to worry. Okay, are there any more questions? I think we will end the session. I hope all of you had a good admission fair. If all of you like this, just type in the chat box, yes, the session was very useful. You can type yes, thank you, like, so that I can understand I have not submitted willingness form for phase 1, so I must pay. No, that's what I'm saying, students who booked the exam slot only need to pay 600. Remaining all, it's free. Okay, so remaining all, it's free of cost. Okay, please type thank you in the chat box so that I can understand all this admission fair was useful to you. You have learned something and you have used it for your benefit and all. So how much rank you are saying, Uhasri, rank that we can't predict, but there will be a trial allotment. It's a good question. There will be a trial allotment once we announce the rank. That means trial allotment in the sense for your rank, do you get the branch, which branch you will be you will be getting that, we will be doing it. So don't worry about it. You will be getting to know which rank you will be getting CSC or not. Okay. So is there anything else if students want to know? Otherwise, we will be winding up the session. And thank you for listening to this patiently. I see a lot of you keep on repeating each and every day and coming up and interacting with me. I hope all of you learned something. I hope I can see all of you back in our Coimbatore campus, and I hope you can come and interact with me also. Thank you for joining. You have learned something new about the engineering branches. You have explored all the engineering branches today. All these videos can be shared in YouTube also for your benefit, and also you can learn a lot from this also, and you can learn from the USPs which we have discussed. Thank you once again. I'll meet you soon with a new topic, maybe on the coming 16th. I will be doing one more session. So coming July 16th, regarding what branch and what course I will be getting with my percentile and all. We will meet there and we will do that session and discuss more doubts and queries in that. Thank you once again. Have a good day. Bye.